testing, testing. Okay, I didn't practice for this. I just want to bring one piece of information about depression. Um, I'm not going to speak in a medical way, and I'm not going to speak what many people already spoken. I just want to talk about two ways that people with depression used to feel. And those two ways are loneliness, and the other way or the other thing is low self esteem. It's extremely common when someone has depression that they might feel one of these two things, or maybe the two at the same time. Uh, so these two extremely common feelings are, for example, loneliness. Loneliness is just like no matter what you do, no matter what you have, or what people can think that you have, you just feel lonely. No matter how much information you possess or anything, no matter what you know, no matter what anything, nothing matters. You just feel lonely because maybe because you feel that your feelings or your thoughts are not completely understood. Mm, I think this could be like some kind of just mental illness, probably, or maybe the person with this feeling, with this kind of feelings, has like objective reasons to be feeling like that. And the other feeling is low self esteem. Low self esteem is like n- no matter what people can tell about you or can say about you, no matter what you may uh, portray to the world, you can look good, but inside yourself, you think that you're not good or you're not good enough. And these people are always feeling that they are less, even if they are not lonely, even if those people are surrounded by friends or family. They always feel like they are lacking something. um, on the other hand, when a person only feels lonely, that person can feel like his or her ego is like normal, or the self-esteem is okay, it's normal, but they just feel lonely. They can even feel proud about themselves, but they just feel lonely. And like I said, in the other hand, the person who feels low self-esteem, they don't feel lonely. They might feel like they are accompanied, they have good company, and that's okay. But they are always thinking like, oh, I lack something, I need to do something, or I should have done something. And that's a thought that are always like uh, lurking those people. So these are the two extremely common ways of feeling when a person has depression. I think that I just had to talk about this because many people like talk about a lot of things around surrounding depression. And I like to. I'm sorry if I don't. I am not fluent speaking about this. It's just improvised. Well, I think that I wanted to say is that um, many people talk too much about depression, but I like to summarize as much as possible some kind of information, and that's the way that I summarize this idea about depression. And I would like to talk more. And what is important to say, just to close this idea, is that if the person doesn't have a mental illness and all is based on an objective thought, it is easily treated, the depression that they are feeling. For example, for loneliness, even if they are surrounded by people and they feel lonely, they can try to share more about their feelings or their thoughts. For example, now it's easier to share those feelings or thoughts. For example, in the on the internet, for example, that they can share everything to the whole world, and that's something that you couldn't do in the past. So in the past, these feelings were extremely hard to treat than now. And about the low self-esteem, I think is well, I don't think it's hard. I think it's just that it could be a little bit more expensive, maybe, because sometimes people don't have money, and lack of money okay, brings you to low self-esteem and other things like you don't have skills, something like that. Something that is very, very hard is when a person doesn't like what they see in the mirror, the skin that they have, um, that is hard to change. But well, I think with the internet right now, things are a lot easier. I also think that depression nowadays is more common, but at the same time is way easier to treat it. I think that because of the information that we have now. And only speaking about this takes me more than 8 minutes, probably because it is improvised also. But well, I think that I needed to express this. Thank you for listening to my improvised podcast.